Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for joining in this very interesting update unfolding right now in price action of Bitcoin. As we can see guys, the price of Bitcoin has closed the weekly above 110,000, and on my previous video I was very clear with you guys. If weekly closes above 110,010, in the medium short term we are going to witness a relief rally, but the most important thing is to reclaim this support line. I mean, Bitcoin, though it is hovering around 112,000, I just want you guys to monitor this 110,000 carefully, because price remaining above that range means despite forming a rising wedge, which is a bearish continuation pattern, the price of Bitcoin could show a move which might look somehow like this. I mean, Bitcoin showing a reversal which could end up like this, invalidating the bearish continuation pattern lining up for Bitcoin in a daily time frame and even in a weekly time frame. Yes guys, this is another weekly bearish continuation pattern known as head and shoulder, and according to this head and shoulder, Bitcoin has tested the neckline, which was our last line of support on 110,000, and right after that we saw some buyers stepping in. I mean, you can see the weak rejection to the downside. So what does this mean? In the medium short term, this neckline will be acting as support around 110,000, but we are not allowed to break below this trend line, because breaking below this trend line means despite this relief rally what we are witnessing at the moment, it could still fake out. Yes guys, despite the rally around 111 112,000, it could still fake out. So for us, it's very important that we hold this trend line, this neckline around $110,000. And why is this so important? Because holding the support on $110,000 means we are also going to invalidate this bearish continuation pattern known as dead cat bounce. Yes guys, dead cat bounce, falling channel. Falling channel generally is considered as a bullish continuation pattern, but I showed you before we see another bullish reversal playing out in this way, right? First, there could be a move to the downside. Bitcoin, just like what happened here, could show a reversal around this bottom line, and only after that a continuation of an uptrend. But until then, we must be careful. Failing to regain our strength above 110,000 means this bearish continuation will line up parallelly. And now, since we have somehow managed to come across 110,000, what is next? I mean, if Bitcoin hold its ground around 110,000, then despite price forming a bearish continuation pattern, I am going to look this as a symmetrical triangle formation. Yes guys, this will be looked as a symmetrical triangle. If you monitor this formation carefully, you can see upper trend line here is acting as resistance, lower trend line is acting as support. So if you look at it carefully, since we have somehow managed to come across 111 112,000, now if this support remains, then you can see the symmetrical triangle would favor the longs. Yes guys, after some range bound, after some more sideways movement, there is a very high possibility of price breaking out from it. So for this bullish continuation also to play out, what must happen? We must hold our ground around $110,000. But we know indicators, despite this bullish move, indicators are still bearish, and the same line, this trend line, which during uptrend acts as support, is acting as resistance. I mean, if you look at this price action carefully, you can see this line will be looked as a line of resistance because it is a bearish cross, and during bearish cross any sort of a rally has ended like this. So what must happen here? Bitcoin in the medium short term must hold its ground on 110,000, because holding its ground on 110,000 means in the upcoming days there is a very high possibility of breaking out from this resistance area. And we know guys, breaking out of this resistance means upcoming days for Bitcoin could look somehow like this. I mean, price reclaiming the support around 110,000, right? This bottom CPI line, and then slowly head towards the next area of confluence, which in our case is around 113,000, and the top CPI line around 115,900, or let's say $116,000. So for us, it's very important that we hold our ground around this bottom CPI line, which is also around $110,000. So what I'm trying to pinpoint here with all of this example is that Bitcoin, if it wants to show another bullish continuation, what must happen? The price of Bitcoin must hold its ground around this bottom CPI line. Holding its ground around the bottom CPI line means despite some bearish continuation lining up for Bitcoin, it could still favor the longs, and price after that could continue with this uptrend, invalidating another bearish continuation, which is also playing out at the moment. Yes, guys, on my previous video, I showed you Bitcoin before breaking out, before this actual bullish continuation played out. First, we saw a reversal around this 50 exponential moving average, and a retest around this 50 exponential moving average was the bottom line. And right after that, a continuation of an uptrend. Same scenario played out again and again. And I showed you, if Bitcoin fails to hold around 110,000, this 50 exponential moving average around 100,000, 102,000 will be attracting us. But we, in a weekly time frame, have managed to come across 110,000. So this bearish continuation must wait for now, because it is going to be looked as a bearish continuation only if we break below 110,000. Otherwise, it could show a movement in this manner, double bottom type of formation, and price after that following this bullish continuation pattern. So in case of doubt, what I'm suggesting you guys to do is to simply zoom out. And guys, before I conclude this video, I just want to aware you that Bybit is giving around $30,050 in deposit reward. So if you haven't claimed these bonuses, if you want to take advantage of this market volatility, then definitely check the video description. And by saying this, I'm signing out until next time. Bye-bye.